This is PolyTrack, a low-poly racing game inspired by Trackmania. You can create custom maps, play official maps, and play community maps. There is a curated selection of community maps on the home screen, but you can import them with track codes. Each track has a leaderboard, allowing community members to compete for the top times on maps. Getting first on an official track, or a curated community track, is prestigious and often takes days or even months of grinding. However, some players have found ways to exploit the game to get top times illegitimately. Server-side verification is very important to moderate the leaderboards. Server-side verification plays back the inputs that your game uploads to the leaderboards to make sure that it is legitimate. Your runs do not show up until they are verified, where any hacked ones will disappear. This stops extremely basic attacks, but cheating is still prevalent. The code in PolyTrack is obfuscated, making it hard to read. However, mods were still possible, and there have been countless community-made mods. A T.A.S. run, or tool-assisted speed run, is a run where the creator used tools like manually modifying inputs, putting the game in slow motion, or save states were used to create a more optimal speed run. A T.A.S. mod was created in PolyTrack by the user Quink, which allowed people to see the optimal time on a map. This T.A.S. mod worked by you manually modifying the inputs of the run. This mod was not a cheat because runs were not uploaded to the game leaderboards. Only some of the most trusted modders had access to an extension of the T.A.S. tool to upload runs made. On some maps, you may see runs marked as T.A.S. These runs had a break at the end of the run, so they were not in the top 10. Typically, top players are in the official Discord or communicate with other top players in some way, but one player stood out from the rest: Jerry. Jerry had a lot of runs in the top 10 and some world records, but he had never joined the Discord. However, the anonymous Jerry account had made a run that seemed too good to be true. He had gotten the world record on Summer 1, one of the most hunted tracks in PolyTrack. And when examining the inputs, it was obvious that whoever owned the Jerry account had cheated this run. Following this discovery, all of Jerry's runs were removed from the leaderboard and his account was banned. But there's a lot more to this story. Now, allegedly CWCINC, the creator of the PolyTrack T.A.S. mod, had owned Jerry, and allegedly in retaliation against the ban, had spread a new save state tool which could upload runs to the main leaderboard that were difficult to detect. He had spread this mod to some notable players in the community. This mod worked by clipping together human-driven portions of runs. So if you had a perfect start but a bad end, you could keep the perfect start and continue redriving the bad ending, along with some other features. This made runs with it virtually undetectable if you did it right. Now you may be asking yourself, how was this all discovered? The answer is surprisingly simple. In the mod, the creator added a log that sent all runs and the accounts that drove them to an external server. 22 world records were driven with this mod, 7 of them on official tracks or community tracks. WSync had spread a cheating tool that would get 2 people permanently banned and 4 people banned for a year or less. I asked a moderator some questions, and here's what he had to say. Following this discussion, I talked to CWCINC. Here's what he had to say. CWCINC takes accountability for getting people banned, but does not admit to being Jerry or cheating any runs.